Okay, you guys, welcome back. I promised that I would give you guys a plant update. So we're going to walk through the inside and then we'll go to the outside. Now, last time I shot a video, I didn't have this little rolling garden box together, which is really nice. I'll have to find the name of the garden box, but it's really cool because it's got a shelf underneath. It's got locking wheels, and I want to say this is like 10 or 12 inches deep. I've only got it filled halfway up. And it comes with the raw wood, so you can stain it or waterproof it if you wanted to put it outside, or you can keep it inside like I do. All right. Since I'm talking about it, we'll talk about what's in here. All right. Now, this, that, and that little one over there is either one of the following. Okay, I've got valerian, I've got motherwort, I have a skullcap, and I have marshmallow, I believe. But when I planted them, I set them in the order they were supposed to be in, and I mixed them up when I brought them in. So I will just let them grow, and I'm gonna figure out what they are when they get a little bit bigger. Okay, this is kind of all experimental. Now, back here is a little baby that hasn't popped up yet, but that's a pink angel. It's real tiny. It died back, and when I was using the dirt for something else, I found a little baby seedling. So I'm going to see if I can get it to go. All right. Now, these guys right here, this is all Clipdaga. They're going pretty good. I need to separate them. And all of this stuff in here, okay, aside from this mound, which that's an experiment, but all of these right here, because I started them so late, I am just going to go ahead and let them grow inside in the planter box until next spring, because they're all rather large, tall plants, and then I'm going to put them on my fence line, okay? Now we'll go to our little experiment right here. These, I don't know if you can tell, but in this little mound, I have carrots. They're carnival carrots, and I was reading the package, and it said that you could harvest them early and do like small gourmet carrots. And obviously I got a little heavy-handed when I seeded everything in here, but I'm just going to let them grow and I'm going to see what happens. And hopefully I can pull a couple little baby gourmet carrots out of there. I know they won't get too big because they don't have a lot of room, but we will see. All right, now this guy right here is a giant freaking plant. This is celery, and it's not from seed. It is started exactly like I'm starting this celery. I cut the bottom like, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches, put it in a glass of water, wait for it to get pretty well established. You're not going to get too many roots at the bottom, but if you let it sit long enough, it'll get hardy so you can transplant it. And what I'm using this one as I clip kind of the bottom leaves, some of the yellow leaves, and I use them in different like poultices. Sometimes I throw them in the bath with me. I can use them to cook. And this one we're going to test out. It's not quite big enough yet, but we're going to test it out and see if we can use it as like an indoor like clip as you go plant, kind of like you do your herbs. I guess since we're over here, we'll go with this. Back here, this right here is lettuce. That needs to go outside. This is romaine, and I started it the same way I started the celery. Now, I don't know if that plant in particular will produce another head of lettuce, but it should grow long enough that it will flower and then give me seeds so I can get new heads of romaine. All right, we'll go back here. In this jar, I've got a sweet potato, and I don't know if you can see, but right there, we've got 2 little sweet potato slips. I need to pull it up a little bit. And then I've got a set down here that have already grown off of the sweet potato. I was researching different ways to do the sweet potato slips, and I think next time I do it, I'm just going to use the whole sweet potato. It seems like people have better luck using the whole potato as opposed to a half of one, but this is still working just as fine. And then we have some that we already have planted outside, and I'll show you those when we get out there. Now back here in this jar, I took some old cloves of garlic and I'm letting them root and I'm letting them kind of shoot up. And same thing with the lettuce. I don't know if I'm going to get another bulb of garlic from this in particular, but one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to get some nice like garlic greens that I can use on a clip and go basis, or I'll be able to plant it and potentially get another clove of garlic. I'm also testing out the rest of it. And here are these little babies. I just put those in there 2 days ago and they're already starting to get a little green. Now here I've got rutabaga, and we are going to use this for the rutabaga greens. I do not think it's going to produce another plant, not like the sweet potato and the regular potato, but what it will do is it will sprout these little greens right here, and they'll get bigger, and I can chop them up and I can use them as a filler in soups. I could throw them out to the rabbits. I can use them for my little compost bin I have, and it's just another way to kind of utilize and get the most out of your food. All right, I'll move over here. Right here, this baby is my rosemary. And then these two little things, I don't know how they got in there, but this is flax. And I think it's because I take flax seed and I'll put it in the water with some eggshell and I'll just let it soak in like my watering water, and then I dump it in, and I'm thinking maybe I dumped one of the seeds in, or two of them, and it's growing a plant, so I need to take that out of there. But we'll get some flax that we can process, the two of them. Down here, this is my sage. Oh, I got a little bit of spot on my sage, but I'll clip those off. The rest of them are doing okay. And I've got sage on this side too. I might be overwatering them, but the rosemary and the sage are both from cuttings I got, or that I had left over from the grocery store. Oh, look, you can see a squirrel out there. He's probably going to tear. Oh, just made the birds go crazy. Anyways, I used the remainder of like fresh herbs that I bought, and I know they say that you're not supposed to try to root them after they're in the cold section, but both of those are in the cold section in like a poultry blend, and they sprouted, and now they're giving me herbs. So once I get the little spot figured out on the sage, we'll be golden. But the rosemary is going great. This I keep forgetting the name of. I think it's jade, but I'm not sure. That's just a normal plant that we bought at the store, and it's actually doing pretty good. And over here, this time, I bought literally like probably 80% dead. It was super woody at the bottom. It had maybe like one little section, and the rest was brown, and somehow I coaxed it back to life, and it's really starting to kind of grow now. I didn't think it was going to make it, but it did. All right, we'll move over here. Oh, up here, it's my little propagation station. I think this sage is going to die, but I've got another little rosemary started here. This I just got at Walmart, and if you put it in the right light, it actually works pretty good. That's how I did the sage and the rosemary in that potter that I just showed you. This is my failed attempt at dill. I cannot propagate dill from little cuttings for the life of me. I have tried like 3 times, and they either get roots, and when I transplant them, they die, or they don't make it past the rooting stage. This is basil. This is just common basil. And that was one of those little herb packages. I actually bought that as a plant already. It's one of those little edible herb packages that you can get in like Kroger or Meijer, and it's doing really good. Once I put it in a bigger pot with dirt, and I've already trimmed this. Well, not trimmed it, I've clipped it to use one, two, three, I want to say 3 or 4 times, and it just, every time I clip it, it's like it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm over here, I've got 4 little red onion starters. I'm just kind of establishing a little bit better of a root system. And what I did with these, I don't know how it happened, but I took the top of a red onion, right? And I put it in water and it started to sprout. So I planted it in the dirt thinking that I could get it to flower and then get some seeds. But when I came back, my dog knocked it over because she was barking at something, right? And she knocked it over, and I opened the dirt up a little bit, and I had all these individual little sprigs. So I'm going to see if I can plant all 4 of those and get some onions. I don't know. We're just going to test it out. Like I said, in here, it's a lot of experiments, but just like the celery, I mean, I didn't even know that was possible. So we're going. Okay, down here, these little babies. This is ginger, and eventually that will grow some roots. It'll get a bigger stalk, and I can plant that and get some ginger. I've got smushed blueberries in here, and I'm trying to see if I can get them to do something. I don't know, but they were old, so I smushed them up and I put them in there because I've seen a couple people do that online, so I wanted to test it for myself. All right, now all of our little babies right here. This is catnip or catmint. In here, this is going to be the common mint. And all these are going to stay inside, and I'm going to have them as like my cooking herbs, my tea herbs, my tincture herbs, like that kind of thing. And I've got more seeds that I'm going to plant and put outside. Right here, I want to say this is German chamomile. Yep, that's the German chamomile. We've got lemon balm. And these were all started from seed. And then this guy is doing great. This is feverfew. There's quite a few medicinal uses that feverfew has. Actually, with all these, everything that I've planted, they have quite a few medicinal uses. So I've got a couple books, and I'm kind of researching different things, salves, all kinds of decoctions and hot teas, you know, just everything that I can do with these that might have a medicinal benefit. This guy is my aloe. And these are little things that I made just so I can remember what needs to be watered like once every 10 days, what needs to be watered once every few days, etc., etc. Okay? And now we're going to move out, and we'll take you on a tour of outside. I'm probably going to scare all the bunnies, but that's okay. Okay. Ignore the weeds, it's crazy. So, oh, I missed them. This is our little, I forget what it's called, but this guy is so easy. Well, it's called a corkscrew plant, okay? If you're looking to get a plant for somebody that's easy to take care of, that literally likes unlimited water, that is the one, because it grows and grows and grows and grows, and it's so cool looking. The flowers are fake. These are the hens and chicks. We got those at Kroger. We got quite a few of them, and they are just going to town. I put all the little babies that fall off in here, and they are sprouting more babies. And then we've got another one over here. And I've got one upstairs in my bedroom just because I like them so much. This down here, this is a confetti something. What is that? I don't know what this is. It just says, oh, a water wheel confetti garden. This came in a pot, and it actually totally died back once already. It was big and bushy and had a whole bunch of flowers all over it, and then it died back, and now it's starting to get more flowers. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems to be going okay. We got some geraniums over here. And then I'm going to take it in the back. Oh, and you guys have already seen this fence over here. It just got some greens. I forget what that little pink flower is. And then the ones at the very bottom. Sorry, my dog pees right there, so it's like annihilated. The ones at the bottom are the same thing as the blue ones. I'll walk you close. The little plants, these little tiny things. There's one over here. Those were a wildflower or a pollinator mix from the dollar store. So we planted it and it's sprouting all kinds of different things that are supposed to attract the pollinator. So that's cool. Those, I don't know about. We're going to figure something out with those because I don't like that. And the vine is literally choking the crap out of them. And over here, I got to show you this guy. I just like the pot. But it looks like he's got a little like mohawk. And I love that he's covering his eyes. It's so cute. Okay, let's take you in the back. Oh, look. There's a little bunny. I'm going to scare it, but that's okay. All right. Well, while we're looking at the bunny, that line right there, every single one of those is trees. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Arbor Day Foundation, every single year, whether you donate or you do not donate, if you sign up, I think you go to their website and you sign up and they give you, I want to say 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, they give you 12 free plants. And then we got a bonus one in there. And the very last one is an apple tree. But those were all free. Absolutely free. And it's flowering trees. We got some pine in there. There's all different kinds of things. Hi. Okay, let's move on. You're walking back. Oh, there he goes. I'm walking back. We've got a Rosa Sharon on the end. And this is my bad cabbage box because it doesn't want it. The bugs got it, and we're kind of getting a hold on it. But this one was eaten. All the way down. But we put some neem oil on it, and the inside is starting to get a little bit better. Just like that one. That one's going good too. Same thing. I think we had some kind of like little like caterpillar worm or whatever, but the neem oil seemed to be good. Right here, we've got some kind of trailing plant. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to ask my mom. I think it's like morning glory or something. And the little baby plants, I don't know what those are either. This was our sunflowers, but some little critters dug them all up and we just let it go. Here, we got some more geraniums and those guys. I don't know what they're called. And then we're going to move over to the good cabbage. This is my beautiful cabbage. There is nothing going on with it at all. And I think it's because we have 3 cosmos. All right? I do not spray this. I don't do anything. I just water it and I put it next to the cosmos. And that seems to keep it protected. I don't know what else to say because I've done the exact same thing for this one as I did for those 2 over there. And I got them from the same place at the same time. That is a wild sunflower. So eventually we're going to move that in this box. And I'm going to put those little onions in there. And then over here... Oh, I forget what these are. Are these beans? Some of these are my mom's that she planted, so I don't have as much. I don't think these ones are the beans. I forget what these are. Maybe they're a kind of bean. I'll have to ask her, but we've got those going on. And mind you, some of this was planted early, some of this was planted late, some of this was planted like a couple weeks ago. Okay, over here we've got some asparagus. And we have banana peppers going. And they are going. We've got tons of banana peppers everywhere. Again, another one of those little planters. And they absolutely love it. And then we've got over here a hosta. And we just got this little bowl from the dollar store. And we reuse this from a bird bath. And it's a cute little setup. Okay, now this beauty right here is our pumpkin. Some of them are going crazy. I gotta put the chairs there because of my dog, but it comes all the way out here and it is just glorious. I mean, look how big it's going. And we've got some marigolds planted with it, but this thing is going. I just need more pollinators because a lot of our pumpkins are coming up yellow and we need them to grow green. Now they're not dying, so we could still use them for decorating purposes, but we kind of wanted some that we could eat, turn into a pie, use the seeds, etc. Okay, and I'll walk you back here. That is a weed that I'm planting because I want to see if I can get a burr from it. So it's some kind of cockle burr or whatever. Down here is a test. These are little tiny turnips. They're getting ate up a little tiny bit, but they're turnips and they're kind of, oh yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. See that green little guy right there? He's gonna tear up these just like he did the cabbage. So maybe I'll just pinch that leaf off and put him somewhere else in the yard. That way he can still eat, but he doesn't tear up my plant. I'll put him back here because there's really nothing except for my compost. I know you're supposed to get rid of it, but I have a hard time, so we'll just put him there and he can enjoy that and not eat the rest of my plant. Okay, moving on. In this potter, in the center here, and those are chili peppers. And then on the outside, are these the artichokes? Oh wait, hold on, I forgot. Okay, chili peppers on the inside. Now this is a lettuce. I want to say these guys. Yep, those are bok choy. Okay. And then the other little lettuces that are starting are a tom thumb here. There's one here. And I got a couple more that didn't sprout, but those are tom thumb lettuces. Both of these are like little guys. These are like choco bok choy, so they're only going to get just like tiny. And then the peppers. I got this. It's just a variety, but I like it. I think it's so cute. And then back here, all along that white fence, right? We've got Egyptian walking onions, and they'll come down and they'll replant themselves. And we've cut some of the tops off so we can plant them in a different spot because they go crazy over here. But all in the back, we've got Egyptian walking onions, and then some lily of the valley, but they go all the way up into here. And we got to put them in a place where we can actually do some stuff with it. And that whole big giant vine is all along this part of the fence. It goes all along that part of the fence all the way down. It's a mix of ornamental grape, a weed vine, I believe, because it's killing the tree. And then I want to say there's like morning glories, there's sweet peas. It's just a jungle right now. Okay, down here in this pot, this is a whole bunch of borage or barrage, however you want to pronounce it. It's a medicinal flower. And then in here, we have got more little radishes. Well, I gotta move stuff around. We've got radishes, and see right there, and then the big guys, I want to say, these little guys right here are the radishes. And then these big guys right here. Where's my thing? Oh, Brussels sprouts. That's what those two bigger plants are. Brussels sprouts. And then in the center, it's more radishes. We got our spider plant. I've got one little tiny green pepper plant or two starting that I used from an old pepper. And then in here, in the center, this one's artichoke, and so is that one. And then around the edges, where's my stick? Oh, it's turnips. Artichoke in the center, and then turnips around the edge. Okay, let's walk you back to the front. See, we got, oh, there's another little bunny. Oh, he's hiding behind the slide. There's one on the fence back there in the other neighbor's yard. And then there's one right there. They love it in the morning. Okay, we're gonna walk you to the front and I'll show you a close-up of all the trees we got. We got them in the mail, but these are all the trees right here. This whole line are all the little trees that we got from the Arbor Day Foundation. This one and this one didn't make it, but this one and this one and that one did. And then here's my little apple tree. And that's some kind of weed. I just need to take it out of there. Okay. In this planter, that is my failed attempt at planting nasturtium. I put like 12 seeds in here, and I didn't realize that the birds were so attracted to the peppery scent of these, and they tore it up. I mean, every other day I came out of here, sun was pulled up, this was gone, this was eaten. They would wait till those little tiny baby seedlings came up, and then boom, ate the top off and the plant died. Okay, in here, these are our pole beans in here. Obviously I gotta do some maintenance. And then down inside, where did it go? Right here. That's another one of our sweet potato slips, and then these are some more beans in the inside. And then over here, in this one, these are leftover beans from a ham soup mix that was like in a bag. It was like a soup mix. So I put them in a paper towel and I sprouted some, and I got one here, I've got one there, we've got a big giant one that's already drying right here. There's 2 more in here. I didn't even realize that they would sprout. I thought the beans were like processed in the bag. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's just dirt we mix up in here, which I neglected for the past couple days. These, it's a variety. I've got some more valerian. I've got motherwort. This is ashwagandha. We've got some more skullcap, and this is St. John's wort. We got some poppies. We got Iceland, California poppies, and I need to get those actually out in the light because they're getting spindly and they're not going to last very long if I don't. These 4, this one, this one, this one, and that one, those are strawberry seeds. That's an experiment. I took them off a strawberry, and I don't know if I cold stratified them or whatever you call it long enough, but we're going to see. I just planted those. In here, there is some more marshmallow. And then down here, these little babies, we got bergamot in these 2. And I forget which one these are. Let me see my little stick. Oh, echinacea. That's right, my taller one. So bergamot in here, and there's echinacea in those ones. Okay. Oh, and this what I'll show you why I'm in here. This is what I was talking about. Those Egyptian walking onions, they fall over, but they make these like top sets right here, and you just let them dry, and technically these are all seeds, so I can replant all of these, and I can get more Egyptian walking onions. We just got to put them in a better spot where they can actually flop over, replant themselves, and they're not so hard to get to, okay? Oh, I'll show you back here too. We've got a silver dollar plant. We're propagating that. Oops. Got some kind of bug on me. And I'm trying to get my potato to bud like the sweet potato, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. All of this right here that was cut. Trying to think of what the name of it was. It's not wild lettuce. It's pear lettuce. It's another kind of weed, but it does have some medicinal properties as far as being able to help certain skin conditions, and I forget, there was a long list of things that it could do. Pain relief, it's anti-inflammatory, so I'm going to process all that and turn it into a tincture or some kind of salve. We got our big old ferns. We got those from Kroger for like $12. The giant one. Over here, there's another giant fern. Can say hi to my puppy girl. Oh shoot! And then over here, we've got some more cosmos. And I don't remember what the name of those are, but it's some type of flower. And then I'll show you what we did. Ignore the weeds. But in here, we transplanted some of those hens and chicks, and they're actually flowering. And I didn't know this, but I guess when it flowers, it's called like a rooster, and it will die, and it will drop seeds. And then once I weed, again, for the third time, this whole thing will be filled in. Look at our little turtles. We got those at a garage sale, and this lady down the road, and they're so adorable. She makes them. And then last but not least, the sunflower that hasn't been attacked. We got one here, and it's doing good. It actually broke, and we taped it at the bottom, and it is just going good. We got some more geraniums, marigolds, and then we've got a morning glory vine going up our mailbox. And then on this side, we got another little sunflower. And I don't know what that is, but I just like it. It's just cute. It reminds me of like a little afro. But yeah, and then this thing right here, you see this stand? We picked this up on the side of the road, and originally it was yellow at the top because it's a little sunflower, but we repainted it green and silver and put a little bird bath from Menards on top of it, which I need to fill, and they absolutely love it. I mean, just love it. But anyways, we've been talking for a half an hour. I just wanted to show you all my little babies and their progress and let you know that it doesn't matter whether you start it late, whether you start them early, whether they're inside, whether they're outside. You can plant some of your food and your herbs and really, let me see. Oh, wow, that's close. And really get a good little chunk of food that you can harvest yourself at home, and it's easy, whether it's pots, ground, this or that, you can do it. So I encourage you to try, because it's so exciting, especially when you get to see all your little babies growing. I don't know what it is, but there is such a sense of like pride when you work so hard. Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to share with you. Okay, ignore the mess, but we've got our poinsettia. And this is my little hermit crab cage. We got to get another one. She passed away. She was a little old girl, but she was beautiful. But I took some sticks and twines and I hooked her up in here, and that's her food. And water, I just flipped it over. But she loved it in there. She'd climb all the way up the top and go in and out, and that was her little house back there. Adorable. But I wanted to show you before we get off real quick. All of our seedlings and everything that I've bought have came from one of a few places. Obviously, botanical interests. I got a majority of like my medicinal flowers and some of my veggies from them. Okay, I really love them. Super quick, and everything seems to be going. And then we ordered from Baker Creek Heirloom. We've got a lot of lettuces, some more medicinal flowers that I got from them, my Clipdaga, some of my, let me open this one. Oh, that's right. I've got my St. John's wort, my marshmallow, my double diamond yarrow. I forgot to show you guys that stuff, but we got those from the Baker Creek Heirloom seeds. We used botanical interest, and then I'm trying to find a pack. Oh, right here. All of like the medicinal flowers, like the skullcap, the valerian, the ashwagandha, the motherwort, and a few more we got from Strictly Medicinal. And last but not least was Seeds and Such. Oh, I do have a package. Hold on. Let me show you. Ooh, watch out, baby girl. The other company was right here. Ooh, I can't get it. But it was Seeds and Such. And these are all United States companies, but they really, I'll be back so you don't have to see my mess. They really have a good germination rate. I mean, despite, you have to kind of check some of the reviews, because I found that with some of the With some of the plants that had some reviews that they were having germination trouble, it wasn't the case for me. I've got like probably like 70% germination. You see all my little seedlings popping off from all of the companies, if not 100%. And I don't even know if that's possible. You're always going to have like one or two that don't go, but those companies, Seeds and Such, Strictly Medicinals, Baker Creek Heirloom, and Botanical Interests. I've had great luck with those 4 companies. They're quick. Everything is so beautiful. You get directions on some of the insides of the packages. There's different, hold on, baby, hold on. There's different ideas and information, and it's just, all 4 of those are really great companies, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll keep you updated and give you another one when it gets later in the summer. Other than that, Rogue, have a wonderful day, and I love you. Bye.